Hello students. In this video lecture, we will see about biomolecules part 2 and we are going to discuss about structure and properties of glucose. We will study the structure of the glucose by using the reactions of glucose with hydrogen iodide, with hydroxylamine and hydrogen cyanide, oxidation of glucose with Br2 water and with the dilute nitric acid, and the reaction of glucose with acetic anhydride. And also we will study about the optical isomerism in glucose. First we see about the open chain structure of glucose. Glucose is an aldohexose and is also known as dextrose. It is monomer of many of the larger carbohydrates, mainly starch and cellulose. It is probably the most abundant organic compound on earth. From the elemental analysis and molecular weight determination experiments, the molecular formula of glucose was found to be C6H12O6. Glucose has an aldohexose structure and has a molecule contain one aldehyde, that is formyl group, and remaining 5 carbon carry one hydroxyl group each. And the 6 carbon atom of glucose are in straight chain. See, this is the structure of glucose, which having the molecular formula C6H12O6, and see here the structure, one aldehyde group, this 4 carbon atom, which having the H and OH group like CHOH4 time and CH2OH. Okay, we can give its IUPAC name 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See here, this is carbon number 1, aldehyde carbon atom 1. This is 2, 3, 4 and 5, and this one is the 6 pentahydroxy, as these 5 hydroxy groups are present on this carbon, and with the hexanol, this is the IUPAC name for the glucose. The aldohexose structure of glucose was established on the basis of the following chemical properties of glucose. Glucose shows the reaction with hydrogen iodide and this NH2OH HCl. So first we see about the reaction of the glucose with the hydrogen iodide. As these reactions explain the open chain structure of the glucose. So glucose when heated with the hydrogen iodide, glucose on heating with the hydrogen iodide, it gives N-hexane. Okay, so that reaction suggests that all the 6 carbon atoms are linked in a straight chain. Okay, which reaction? That glucose on heating with the hydrogen iodide, as there is a formation of N-hexane, and that is explained that all these carbon atoms of the glucose are in a straight chain. Reaction of glucose with the hydroxylamine, it gives oxime. Okay, so that here that hydroxylamine NH2OH. Okay, and we'll study about that reaction of this aldehyde group reacts with the NH2OH, and by the removal of H2O, H2 from NH2OH, this H2 and O, removal of H2O, and the double bond is in between the carbon and H, so it forms C double bond NOH structure. See here. So this is the formation of glucoxime, and this reaction confirms the presence of carbonyl group in glucose. Glucose when reacts with the hydrogen cyanide, it adds a molecule of hydrogen cyanide and it gives glucose cyanohydrine. Okay, on that aldehyde carbon atom, addition of Cn, and that hydrogen is with the oxygen of carbonyl oxygen, so it forms glucose cyanohydrine, and this reaction confirms the presence of carbonyl group in glucose. Glucose with mild oxidizing agent Br2 water, it shows the oxidation reaction and its formation of gluconic acid takes place. Here that CHO group is converted into C double bond OH group, means glucose is converted into gluconic acid. So this reaction explains the carbonyl group in glucose is a aldehyde group. The glucose reacts with acetic anhydride and it forms the glucose pentacetate. See here, this is a glucose. When it reacts with the acetic anhydride, CH3CO twice O, we require here 5 moles of acetic anhydride. As this anhydride group, they replace the OH of glucose. And as the glucose contains 5 OH group, it is replaced by the 5 acetyl group, and we get here the structure for penta-acetyl glucose by the removal of acetic acid. Now, see here that as this all these OH, they are replaced by acetic anhydride. So this reaction confirms that glucose contains 5 hydroxyl group. The reaction of the glucose with dilute nitric acid. Glucose contains one primary alcoholic group, CH2OH group. See, this is a CH2OH group. So this group also, when undergo the oxidation, it converted into the gluconic saccharic acid. When that both the aldehyde group is converted into the C double bond OOH group and CH2OH group, that group is also converted into the C double bond OOH group. That is the formation of saccharic acid. See, this is a structure for gluconic acid. Here, aldehyde group, CHO group, is converted into the C double bond OOH group by the oxidation. And this gluconic acid further undergoes oxidation, and it also forms the saccharic acid, which is a dicarboxylic acid. So, this reaction confirms that glucose contains one primary alcoholic group. So, after studying these properties of glucose, means all this reaction of glucose with the hydroxylamine HCN, or glucose when reacts with the acetic anhydride. So all these reaction, after studying of these properties of glucose, that scientist Fischer, he gave the exact special arrangement of different OH group in the glucose. Okay, and he gave the structure for the glucose is like that these 6 carbon atom, and that one is with the aldehyde group, and this 4 CHOH, and last one is the CH2OH. So this is about the open chain structure of glucose. Next point about the optical isomerism in glucose. The structural formula of glucose shows that it contains 4 chiral carbon atom. Now see, this is the carbon number 2, 3, 4 and 5. These are the chiral carbon atom. And the structural formula containing a number of chiral carbon atom can have maximum 2 raised to n number of stereo structures, or what we can say optical isomers. That 2 raised to n, and that n, it stands for number of chiral carbon atom. Here in the structure of glucose, as it contains 4 chiral carbon atom, 2 raised to 4, 16, we get here 16 optical isomers for glucose. And on the basis of very elaborate chemical evidences and measurements of optical activity of various chemicals involved in this process, so that Emil Fischer scientist, and he determined the configuration of 4 chiral carbons. See, all these are the Fischer projections formulae. This is for the glucose, and this is for the gluconic acid. See, what is the differ here? Glucose, all of you know that glucose which contain aldehyde group here. Here the differ is that C double bond OH group. Carboxylic group is present here in the gluconic acid. And for saccharic acid, this is C double bond OH group. That is carbon number 1 is bonded with the double bond OH, and also as well that carbon number 6. It is also contain carboxylic group. So glucose which contain aldehyde group and CH2OH. Okay, one aldehyde group, one primary alcohol. For gluconic acid, one carboxylic group at carbon number 1, at carbon number 6, primary alcoholic group CH2OH. For saccharic acid, carbon number 1 and 6 both contain carboxylic group. Glucose is optically active compound and has specific rotation, that positive sign with the 52.7 degree. Due to its dextro rotation, glucose is called as dextrose. Means when we place that optically active glucose in polarimeter, it shows rotation towards the right side, and therefore it is indicated by positive sign. This is the positive sign with the 52.7 degree. The designation D-glucose indicates the dextro-rotatory nature of glucose. The designation indicates the configuration of glucose rather than the sign of its optical rotation. See here, we can better understood that concept by the DL configuration system. These are the enantiomers of glyceraldehydes. See, this is the glyceraldehyde carbon. It's one carbon here which is bonded to the one side aldehyde group CH2OH, H and OH. So this is that OH group is present at the right side with respect to the CH2OH group. According to that, it is named as D positive glyceraldehyde. Here, OH is present towards the left side with respect to the CH2OH group, and therefore it is the L negative sign with the glyceraldehyde. So these are the Fischer projection formulae for the glyceraldehydes, and this D, capital D and L, this indicates the relative configuration of stereoisomers. Okay, the glyceraldehyde has one chiral carbon atom. Chiral carbon atom, that is carbon number 2 is chiral carbon atom. This is carbon number 1, aldehyde carbon atom. This is 2 and this is carbon number 3. So carbon number 2 is chiral carbon atom and it shows the two enantiomers. See here, glyceraldehyde structure, that positive glyceraldehyde, this structure, it is where the OH group is attached to the carbon number 2 on the right side of this configuration denoted by D. And for here, the OH group attached to the carbon number 2 on the left side, this configuration is denoted by L. So the next concept is about the relative configuration. Means that according to the position of this OH group in the positive glyceraldehyde, that is a D-glyceraldehyde and L-glyceraldehyde. So all these compounds which can be correlated by the series of chemical reactions, they use the positive glyceraldehyde, they are referred as D configuration. And the compounds which are chemically correlated with the negative glyceraldehyde, they are referred as L configuration. And this system is called as relative configuration of chiral compound. We will see our examples. See here, this is the D-glyceraldehyde. Why it is a D? As that OH group which is present on carbon number 2 is to the right side, and therefore it is a D positive glyceraldehyde. So we correlated structure with the glucose structure. Now see here, for the glucose OH group. Okay, this is the OH group adjacent to the CH2OH group. The OH group is present towards the right side and therefore it is referred as D-glucose. We can relate here the structure of glucose with the glyceraldehyde, and according to that they are give here the sign D or L. See here, this is for the L-glucose. This is the D-glyceraldehyde, L-glyceraldehyde. Now see here for the CH2OH and that CH. So OH group is present to the left side with respect to the CH2OH group. So see here, this is for the L-glucose. Means we relate here only the D-glyceraldehyde and D-glucose, L-glyceraldehyde and L-glucose. So this is called as a relative configuration of glucose. Means we relate the configuration of glucose with the glyceraldehyde. This is for the fructose. For the fructose here, this is carbon number 6 and the 5 carbon atom which having OH group. So OH group is present to the right side. Okay, that OH group which is present on carbon number 5, it is at the right side and therefore it is a dextrorotatory. Here for the glucose, also it is a dextrorotatory glucose. So this is the D configuration for fructose and glucose. This is for the L configuration. See here that carbon number 5 and on which that OH group is on the left side and therefore it is a Leo rotation and it is L fructose. Whereas here OH is to the right side, it is D fructose. This is for the threose structure. The threose structure, here the threose structure has two chiral carbon number 2 and 3. This is carbon number 1, 2 and 3. So carbon number 2 and 3, these two are the chiral carbon atom. And the Fischer projection formula of the 3Os has OH group at the lowest carbon number 3 chiral carbon atom. Okay, we compare this is a chiral carbon atom 3. OH group to the right side, it is denoted by the D theros, and here OH group to the left side is indicated by the L sign. This is for the ribose. Ribose has 3 chiral carbon, carbon number 2, 3 and 4. The OH group at the lowest carbon number 4. Okay, what we have taken here, that lowest chiral carbon atom, this is the 4, has the OH group to the on the right side, it is the D ribose. And here for the L ribose, OH group, see here that OH group which is present on carbon number 4 is on the left side, it is L ribose. Dextrorotatory and leo-rotatory. So this is all about the open chain structure of the glucose and optical properties of glucose. Thank you.